TJ Wilcher moves into a starting role at guard after serving as the Huskers sixth man last year. And then Wilhelm Breidenbach coming off that season-ending injury during his freshman year. He returns for his sophomore season. And for the Chadron State Eagles, we have Freddie Reeves Jr. at guard. Marcus Jefferson returns for Chadron State this year, the 6-foot senior guard. Porter Anderson, 6'7" junior forward. Jarrett Taylor, the 6'2" junior guard. And MJ Faust, 6'4" guard out of a graduate student. A lot of new faces for Chadron State this year. So Huskers control the tip, and there's first look at Sam Griesel running the point.
Well, this Chadron State team comes in, 10-17 last year, only 6-13. So they've got some new faces as well. They're trying to get it going. But now it's just getting off to a good start, playing the style of play that they want to, and identifying what they want to do offensively, and the leaderships are going to start taking effect. Griesel, Wilcher, and Walker, those guys are going to be looking for leadership.
Walker matching up with Jefferson there. 5 on the shot clock. Oh, nice pass inside to Anderson.
I got to finish.
So here Huskers going to push. Out to Breidenbach. He missed his first look at it there in that first possession. But he's a guy that can stretch the floor. There's Griesel on the drive. Nice move, no good on the.
That's one of the things they're going to want to try to do with Griesel is take advantage of his size and his height at the point guard position.
Drive from Jefferson. Quick board there from Walker.
Probably going to get a little nerves early in the game. Going to take a few minutes for everybody to settle in. You've been practicing against each other all this time. Now it's just time to get a different feel on the court.
Yeah, I talked to a lot of the players this week, and they said we are tired of facing each other in practice every day.
Yeah.
But it's been competitive. It's been a good preseason. Faust on the drive. Bounce pass over to Anderson.
Strong finish from big fella. Porter Anderson to the hoop.
And we're going to have a
offensive foul.
Moving screen.
Yeah. That's one of the things they want to try to minimize is the turnovers. They really want to make sure that they take care of the ball this year, have a strong turnover to assist ratio, and be able to get more possessions and get more shots.
3 is good from Freddie Reeves Jr. 5-0 lead for Chadron State here early. Breidenbach on the drive. Goes up strong, no good. Battle for the rebound. Breidenbach comes up with it, loses his goggles there.
It's good hustle.
Wilcher for 3. Drains it.
That's what CJ does. Gets buckets. One of the best three-point shooters on the team returning. He's getting off to a good start. 1 for 1 from 3.
Yeah, led the team in not only three-point makes, three-point field goal percentage, which is also one of the best three-point field goal percentages in the Big Ten last year. And there is a steal from Bandamel. He's going to draw the foul, but that's what Emmanuel does right there.
That's what they brought him in for. When he was at SMU, he was one of the leaders down there in the defensive categories for their team as they made pushes to get to the NCAA tournament. That's what he's going to bring to this team, defensive identity. And he's going to do it for 94 feet as well.
Averaged over 10 points, nearly 4 rebounds. Helped SMU to the NIT last year. On the inbounds here. Vandemel for 3.
He can stroke it too.
Off the mark. And Derek Walker just off balance there, going to pick up a foul.
Smart play for Jarrett Taylor. Just kind of get in front of the big guy, slow up a little bit, see if you can create a little friction, a little contact. Got the foul.
Pull-up jumper there from Latimer.
Lost start right there. Pull-up jumper, a little mid-range. Getting to that spot, pulling up, hitting the bucket.
Inside to Walker.
You got a mismatch in there. Small mouse in the house. Walker takes advantage.
And that's what they want him to do right there.
His percentage is at 68%. Is they
It's
want to
100
continue
right now,
that.
right?
They want him to continue that. There's no doubt about it.
And there's another takeaway from Bandamel. Quickly pushes it back the other way. Over to Griesel. Wow, open under. Nice finish.
Great finish from Griesel. That's getting into the open floor, just making sure they take advantage of the numbers. Great finish for Griesel at the basket with the right hand.
Defense to offense right there. Latimer, pump fake. Nice drive and finish for Latimer there.
Well, that's the problem with the with the new defense. They're trying to keep people out of the middle. CJ gave up middle drive. It opens up everything for the offense. That's the key focus on the defense this year, keeping them out of the middle.
Breidenbach, baseline drive.
Tough with the left hand. Breidenbach, baseline drive. Finish.
Out of bounds. Another turnover. Husker ball. And there is our first media timeout. We got a tie ball game here, 9-9 with 15:51 in the first. You're watching Husker basketball on Big Ten Plus.
Due to time constraints, we now move ahead in the action.
10 turnovers for Chadron State. 33-19. Bandamel over to Wilcher in the corner. Freddie Reeves for three. Wilcher comes in for the rebound. Griesel for three. And just rims out, but Breidenbach is there to clean it up with the putback.
They look short on their threes right now. Gotta hope that it's not leg weariness this early. I mean, they'll figure that out. They're just a little short. A lot of their jumpers right now.
Reeves Jr. takes it inside for two. Inside to Walker. A little long, but boy, he took care of it and goes back up for two. 16-point lead for Nebraska.
Love his footwork from Bandamel. Great defensive footwork.
Ten on the shot clock. Latimer.
Good in and out move to the basket from Latimer. The left hand in and out. Took the defense, gave him a little shimmy. Great finish with the left.
Up to 10 points. Oh, little miscommunication there. Walker trying to get it to Griesel, but throws it out of bounds. So that will take us to our final media timeout of the first half. 37-23, Nebraska leading Chadron State. Yeah, look right here on their team goals. It's on a list, right, as they leave their locker room inside their practice facility. One of the goals is to win the rebound margin.
Rebound margin, it's important.
Now is way short.
Open up the window right there.
On the three, Jefferson gets it back out top.
Ramir Lloyd joins us in the game, but finds himself with an eyeball sandwich on that three.
Isaiah Wyatt for three there.
Isaiah Wyatt.
Also into the game for the Huskers.
Ole Koinitz. The big fella.
Breidenbach for three.
Hey, we got one finally.
Knocks that one down.
2 for 13.
2 for 13.
One from the big fella.
Sometimes it just takes one to get it going. Three again, way short. Kick out though as Chadron State pulls down the offensive rebound. 5 on the shot clock. Kick out to Faust for 3, too strong, and another offensive rebound. Out of bounds, gonna stay down here, Chadron State ball.
You gotta put bodies on people. Sometimes when you get into a scramble like that, you kind of get lost from where a man is. There where you gotta find a guy. When a shot goes up, you gotta put a body to someone to get those rebounds.
Yeah, they had done a pretty good job up until then of not giving second looks at it. Travel there. Husker basketball.
Little fleet of foot, Patrick McLaughlin. Feet moving a little too fast on that one. A little shuffle, shuffle, happy feet.
You mentioned Ramel Lloyd Jr. into the game, one of the freshman newcomers. Casey jumper, that's pretty.
Knowing how to work off screens. Casey finding himself around for a jumper for the mid-range. Gotta love it.
We're gonna get Lloyd for the foul here, a little too aggressive. 6th foul. So next one, Eagles will be in the bonus. And out of bounds, Husker basketball.
Another turnover for the Chadron Eagles.
13.
My goodness. Pavement's going to have a very good conversation at halftime with them about the turnovers.
A lot of that is the pressure, though, that the Huskers are placing.
Absolutely. There's no doubt about it.
Oh. Juwan Gary trying to get it inside to Oleg. Says, my bad.
Going to the bonus, 7 fouls. A 1-and-1 action.
MJ Faust will head to the line. 42-26, 112 left in the first. And misses the front end. Griesel pulls down the rebound. Gonna slow it up a little bit. One minute. Griesel on the drive. And throws it away. Faust looking to take it all the way, no good, and another foul down low. This one also, again, on Ramel. Ramel.
Yeah, that's where I'm saying you're going to have those situations where a shot's going to get up. You got to find that next guy. It's going to cost him. It's going to be a second foul now. He may have to go to the bench on this one.
And Griesel has lost a shoe. He tossed it over the equipment staff over there. He's going to have to check out. So here comes Vandemel back in for Griesel. Not sure what the issue was. Now he's running back to the locker room, get that figured out.
Could have blown it out. Never know.
Porter Anderson at the line. Oleg back to the bench.
They want a little scoring.
Bryden,
maybe a 2-for-1 here, Jess.
Breidenbach back in. 2 for 2 goes Anderson from the line. 42-28, 45 seconds left.
They may go quick here for a 2-for-1.
Breidenbach over to Gary for 3. Another miss. And Gary comes up with it. Short again. Battle inside. And they're going to
That's a point
call
guard.
Chadron State there for the
That's
foul.
a point guard. That's a point guard. Ramel Lloyd in there fighting for the offensive rebound, got his hands on 2 balls, and now he's at the free throw line because of the persistence and the hustle on the inside.
Yep.
That's a point guard.
Coach Hoiberger was up clapping. He liked the effort down there.
Absolutely.
Misses that free throw. Here comes the other freshman, Jamarcus Lawrence, in for Keisei Tominaga. Second one goes, so Huskers 7 for 9 from the free throw line. Under 30. About a second difference on the shot clock. Bandamel on Jefferson. Seven, 6. Kick out. 3 no good, and that's gonna do it. So 43-28, Nebraska leading Chadron State.
Throughout the game, they tried it. Even when they didn't get it done, they still were trying it. But the problem was when they didn't execute it, guys got into the paint and they were able to finish, and that's what they're trying to eliminate.
And an offensive foul.
You said they're tracking these.
Yes, they are. Derek Walker.
He gets in the game.
So he's second. Well,
the two big boys.
The last time I checked, which there's a few days of practice since then, it was Blaze and Derek that was leading.
The two big boys. That's what I was saying. It's crazy. You would think that the guards would be the ones getting in action, but it's the big guys.
A good start there for the Huskers, getting a stop to start the second half, and Breidenbach off the mark again. That's one area Huskers would like to improve here in the second half. Just 2 of 14 there in the first half.
Yeah, bad three-point shooting right now. They did that last year at times as well. Really bad shooting at three. They've got to find a good stroke and be able to knock those shots down. They're not bad shots. They're good shots. They're just not hitting them.
Reeves with the jumper, 43-30. Here a minute into this second half.
This is where they've got to take advantage.
Breidenbach looking to make something happen inside, draws the foul on Anderson, Porter Anderson.
Chadron's lack of size, they've really got to take advantage of this. You're looking at a strong front line. Griesel leading the charge at that, at his size of 6'8", 6'7", 8". Griesel at the point guard position, Breidenbach at almost 7 foot, Derek Walker at 6'9". You've got great front line size. You've got to be able to take advantage of it.
Breidenbach misses the first one here, but he has 7 points. Again, very balanced scoring effort. Now 8. 3 Huskers with 8 points to lead the way. Reeves out to Taylor. Knocks down the corner 3.
Taylor's getting buckets for them at Chadron right now. They got to look to find him a little bit more in their offense.
Cuts the Huskers lead to 11. Griesel to take it all the way in, draws the foul. So now he'll head to the line for 2.
Something that, I think we've got to really take a look at is just the balance right now, right? It's the balance of the team. There's nobody really just over certain. CJ's off to a bad start, 1 for 5. You want to get him going a little bit. But the fact that you've got almost 9, 10 dang near scores right now, that's good, because you can't focus on any one player, one person. Everybody get involved.
Griesel, Gary, and Breidenbach all with 8. And he misses 2 there.
Free throw shooting's got to be an important part of this game.
He's not going to be happy with that. Jefferson, kick out to Faust. And they're going to get Walker on the block this time.
Maybe had a little foot. A little movement there. It just was not set. Little movement, little slide to the right, slide to the left. Yeah, that'll get you a block every time.
Looks like Faust even thought he might have gotten an offensive foul, but anyway, Chadron on the inbounds, 15 on the shot clock. Jefferson gonna pull it out, reset. Five on the shot clock, kick out to Reeves, and he knocks down a 3.
Chadron coming out of the halftime with a little bit of energy.
Cuts the lead to 8, 44-36. Breidenbach inside to Walker, but pass is no good. So here comes Chadron State. Reeves misses everything. Out of bounds. I'm going to say off the Huskers. So Chadron State.
Jessica, would you agree that this has been a major problem for the Huskers going back to last year, coming out of the halftime? Just seems like there's a lack of energy or a lack of execution, turnovers, and allows the team to get back into the game.
Yeah, Breidenbach to the bench. Here comes Juwan Gary. So Huskers looking to maybe get some energy, find a spark from Juwan Gary, who he was absolutely that in the first half.
That's who he was, and that's who he is, and that's who he's going to be for this Husker team. We need a little bit of that right now.
10 on the shot clock. Jefferson, no good on the jumper. Griesel up to Bandamel. Gary for three. No good, and a battle inside. And a foul inside. Walker draws another foul.
They just cannot buy. They couldn't go to right now to Fairway, or they couldn't go to any grocery store and buy anything right about now. Their jumpers is broke. We gotta get in the gym and get a little work.
Off the inbounds. Wilcher, spin move, up and under. Can't get it to go, so here comes Chadron State back the other way. And Jefferson pulls it back out again. A couple of times now using almost all of the shot clock. 5, bounce pass over to Robinson.
What do we talk about? Middle drive. Middle drive opens up everything. All things in play when you get to the middle, and that's what they're trying to eliminate, but they were able to get to the middle.
So 44-38. Chadron State has chipped into this lead. Griesel out to Bandamel. Pull-up jumper. Drains that one.
Huskers can get any shot they want. They just have to make sure that they're good shots. And when they get the good shot, they'll be able to knock it down.
46-38. 3 from Taylor. Griesel takes it all the way in. Strong finish. Back up to 10, the lead goes.
Griesel's got a great body for Big Ten basketball. Looking forward to seeing him as we progress through the season.
Reeves 3, no good. Walker up to Wilcher. Thought about it. Step back, jumper. No.
See, he's trying to get himself into the game. I think you can get a better one than that.
Jefferson on the drive, throws it away. Griesel, a fast break opportunity there, but Chadron State stops it with the foul.
Oh, they wanted to shore up some things on the defensive side. They brought in Adam Howard. He is their defensive guru, and Ernie is a recruiting extraordinaire. So they're going to be able to land some good recruiting. They've been in the top, 30 the last few years, landing some great recruits, and so hopefully they'll be able to continue that here in Lincoln.
You can't convert out of the timeout. Bounce pass inside, kick out. Latimer had a big first half. Jefferson again pulling it back out. We've seen him do that several times now. 5 on the shot clock, out to Latimer. Pulls up, no good. Juwan Gary,
that's a man-sized rebound right there. It's a grown man rebound.
If you forgot about his presence, he's going to remind you about it right there.
I love it.
Inside to Keita. Turns, faces.
Keita work, three.
Three in the lane, yep.
Got to make a move.
And at practice the other day, you were there too, and that was one thing that they were challenging him. He's got to extend his range.
Yeah, he's got to extend his range. He has it. He's very capable. Told him a little bit about his footwork. I think if he gets that together, he's going to be a nice player on the inside for the Huskers.
Latimer, kick out. No good, in and out. Offensive rebound. Casey with the block. There's Gary with another rebound. Griesel, nice crossover. Oh my goodness.
Oh my goodness. My goodness to the rack, young fella. Senior leadership going up strong. You got to love what Griesel just did right there with the right hand finish. Ew.
And this crowd loved it. Wow. 12 points for Griesel and a 12-point lead now for the Huskers.
He belongs.
The team's still standing up over there. Latimer, another take and finish.
Young Latimer, a little quick step to the right.
He leads the Eagles with 12.
Quick step, good crossover off the pick and roll. Solid young point guard for the Chadron Eagles.
Griesel, kick out to Gary for three. That one
There
goes.
he goes. That's what they've been doing. I mean, they've been good shots. There's nothing that they've taken have really been bad shots. They just got to knock them down. There's one for the big fella.
Juwan Gary up to 11. Wyatt.
Look at the defense.
Nanovich, no good. Again, the Huskers look to push up to Griesel. Backing down his man. And is going to draw the foul. We've seen him really be more aggressive and look to score more here in the second half.
Absolutely, and that's what they've got to do. I mean, they've got to identify mismatches. That's a mismatch for Griesel, for his size. To be able to take Chris Roberts down there in the post and get something to the free throw line, get something going to the basket.
Only been playing point guard for 3 years, but I talked to him about it. He said he's learned even so much under Fred Hoiberg. I asked Derek Walker, what does Sam bring to the point guard position? He said, well, the first thing is his shoulders.
Oh, yeah. He's broad. He's broad-shouldered, looking like a mini Ivan Drago back in the day. I don't know if you guys know that the Rocky action. He looks like an Ivan Drago. Good, strong body.
2 for 2 there. 14 points, leads all Husker scorers.
And it's not a forced 14. It's all within the system.
Another loose ball. There's Denham Dawson and Blaze Keita on the floor.
Big fella getting on the floor, hunting for a possession right there.
And the Huskers ball. Love the loose ball effort we've seen on several occasions here.
Oh, yeah. I mean, that's being bought in. When you're bought in, you're going to get after it, get on the floor. You're going to dive for loose balls. You're going to dive out of bounds. All of those things are when you're bought in as a team. In the team concept, you're going to do. That's the kind of effort you need to win games in the Big Ten.
Gary, nice take. Gets his own miss and put back.
He's a man.
He's padding his stats down there.
He's a man in there. I love it. I love that they brought him in. Just the versatility he's going to bring to this team. 13
points, 8 rebounds. And, yeah, there's no denying the energy he brings off the bench. There's a three in the corner.
McLaughlin for the three. Now, they're shooting a little bit better this half on the three as well.
57-43, so response there from feed over to Keita. Nice pass from Griesel to Keita.
This half, Chadron shooting 50% from three. They're getting them up, 3 for 6. Another turnover.
You can tell the impact that Blaze is going to have on the defensive end.
Yeah, he's going to shore up, big body. He's going to take charges, get his hand on balls. But they've got 16 turnovers, and that's not a very good number. I mean, you're approaching 20. It's tough to win on the road anytime you're giving up that many turnovers in possession.
Huskers just turned it over there. You got 11.
What did I tell you? It's that middle drive. Every time they allow it, that's where they get themselves in trouble, whether it be a foul or they're going to give up an easy bucket.
That is McLaughlin, who will head to the line. So that takes us to another media timeout. 10:37 in the second half. 59-45, Nebraska leading Chadron State. Points, 6 assists, and 3 rebounds.
Looked like he wasn't even trying on that dunk. He just rose up and hammer time.
Free throw good there, so 59-46. Denham Dawson back into the game. Gary thought about it. Heat out to Gary. He will take that one. And he will nail that one.
2 for 2 over his last 2 3-point shots. Juwan Gary lighting it up off the bench for the Huskers.
And another turnover, out of bounds. 62-46.
They're working on a 20-piece chicken wing of turnovers.
16 points for Juwan Gary. Man, what a spark he's been off the bench.
Find a hot hand right now. There's Gary. Ooh, they had a 1-2 in the corner right there with C.J. Wilcher.
Griesel for 3. No good.
That's that one I talked about they can get any time. Should have maybe did a little penetration, found somebody open with an extra pass for an open shot.
McLaughlin on the drive. Throws that one up. Here comes Griesel. Again, looking to push over to Gary.
Hey, one time. That's what he does. You're going to see a lot of that from Juwan Gary in the open court right there. Great feed. Sam Griesel racking up the assists.
18 points for Juwan Gary. Inside, back out to McLaughlin. 3, rims out. Kita pulls down the big rebound.
I like this lineup.
Wilcher off the mark. Great hustle effort from Denham Dawson. Wow. Flies in for the rebound, goes back up and draws the foul. He's going to have a chance at an old-fashioned three-point play.
Well, for Denham Dawson, that's what he's got to do. He's got to get second chance opportunities. Get in there, give them an opportunity to finish at the basket with the offensive rebound and the bucket. Going to the free throw line now for an extra 3. The hard way.
20-point lead for the Huskers. Griesel going to get a breather. Vandemel back in.
They've actually got a team that they could throw out if they just want to. This is that unit right here. This is one of them. This unit right here is a unit they can throw out if they want to lock you down and just defend you and take advantage of a run where they know they're going to get into the open floor. They're going to get defensive stops. This is a unit like that.
And Dawson converts.
Watch the defense from this unit.
Vandemel going to pick up full court here. Pressure Jefferson.
Look at the activity from the defense of the Huskers. Quick.
Reeves pulls it out. 10 on the shot clock. Dawson on Reeves. Here comes the screen. Nice hedge from Kita. Reeves on the pullback. Short. Wilcher.
This is where the opportunities are going to come in the break.
Gary. Kita back to Gary. Jumper. Drains it. Gary is feeling it. 20 points.
And he's getting it the right way. He's not hunting it. That's what this unit is. This new Husker team is seeming to just find the open shots, find the open man, and now they're knocking those shots down.
He's also got 8 rebounds, so he's not just scoring. 8 on the shot clock. Wyatt out to Faust. Reeves on the drive. And shot clock. Oh, and another charge.
Look who it is. The big fella. 1-5, plays Keita.
Great defensive stop right there by the Huskers. You said it right there. That's the defensive lineup, and look at Keita stepping over, sacrificing his body. He loves it. A little bit different from last year. Bryce McGowens was the guy that scored a lot of points and got drafted fourth, the highest Husker drafted since 1998 in the second round to the Charlotte Hornets. But love to see the balance here from this team here today.
Absolutely, and it's an important thing. You can't scout balance because it can be Wilcher one night. It can be Keita another night. It can be, as we're seeing right now, Juwan Gary tonight. So that's the thing. It's not going to be a consistent one. Look at the hustle inside. Juwan Gary again. He's going to have a double-double to start off the season in the exhibition game against Chadron State. You got to love it. And that's what we're talking about.
Multiple offensive rebounds. Those again, Denham Dawson got in there and allowed for Juwan Gary to get back in there. And so I really like what Denham Dawson has done, too.
There's no question. Denham Dawson's going to give you that energy from this perspective. He's not going to give you a lot of scoring except in the open floor, in the transition, on the break, but he's going to give you defensive intensity. You've got to love that.
Juwan Gary, 22 points, 9 rebounds in 19 minutes.
One number you got to really love as well is you've got to love the fact that they've got over about 16, 17 assists, which is a number that they didn't have high numbers on last year. So that's a good thing what they're doing on the assist category.
Vandemel up to Jamarcus Lawrence.
They're making the extra pass.
16 assists. Vandemel draws the foul on the drive. Mel Lloyd checking in as well. 2 freshmen going to be on the court.
So if you think about it, they've got a tough non-conference schedule. Vandemel to the rack, strong with the right hand. You think of his defensive prowess, but he's skilled offensively too. He can stroke the ball. He can get to mid-range. He can find open shots.
He can do a lot of different things, and that's what he told me, and he's not a guy, he doesn't care. If he needs to score, he will. If he needs to rebound, but where he takes a lot of the pride is on the defensive end. And Juwan Gary getting a nice ovation from the fans here. Listen to that.
Absolutely, and he deserves it.
Vandemel goes 2 for 2. And even though they're new, it's a lot of experience that Fred Hoiberg is called upon to, out of the transfer portal, and that's what has allowed them to gel a little bit quicker because they've played a lot of basketball.
It's that, and they get the buy-in. They have to buy into the concepts. They have to buy into being physical. They have to buy into putting bodies. Those are all buy-in things, and that's what helps you to win games.
Long rebound. As MJ Faust got the offensive rebound and then draws the foul on Blaze. That is his 4th foul. It's one thing he'll have to be careful on is getting into foul trouble.
Absolutely, but you can deal with that. Trying to take a charge, going after an extra rebound, an extra possession, diving on the floor, you can take those fouls. I mean, you don't want them to have them, but you –
not cheap fouls.
Yeah, they're just not cheap.
MJ Faust misses the second one. Ramel Lloyd for 3 short. Long rebound. Bandamel comes up with it. Kick out to Lawrence for 3. That
There
one
he is. That's good.
goes down. That one looked good from the second and left his hands.
Absolutely. I like that young fella, Lawrence. Freshman coming in, getting a bucket early.
77-46.
Hadn't played much tonight, but that's okay. He's still ready to play.
Make the most of any and all opportunities, right?
Exactly.
Kick out 3 on the other end. Air ball. Another
Good
rebound
challenge.
from Kita.
Good block out from Lawrence. He said, I want to earn some PT. Prime time play.
Bandamel off the screen.
Look at it.
Hey, the 3 ball is going down now.
They finally started hitting some. It's changed the perspective.
Contagious.
We're going to get over 30%. After starting almost not 80%, 0.08% in the first half. Now they're up, hovering around the 30-point range, 30%.
80-46, Nebraska leading Chadron State here on Big Ten Plus.
One of the things we're talking about is that defensive unit. That is what they can do. When they make a run, they can throw a unit at you that can continue the run as opposed to allow people to get back into the game. That's what they did.
All right, so a lot of substitutions here. Some of the walk-ons are going to get a chance to play. Anderson inside.
What do we talk about? Getting to the middle. Oleg, you're going to see it on the film, baby. No middle.
Sam Hoiberg into the game along with Cale Jacobson. Oleg back in. And the 2 freshmen. Look at Sam on the take. Oleg pulls down the offensive rebound, draws the foul.
Sam just didn't get his dad's size. If he could have got a little bit of size like Pops, he might have been about 6'5". He's got a good stroke on him, though. I like little Sam. Jacobson in the game, a Nebraska native.
Yes, Ashland, Nebraska, out of Ashland Greenwood High School. He was a star there. Helped lead his team to a C1 state title. Scored 43 points in the state tournament.
He's a walking bucket.
CJ Wilcher really raved about him this summer. But,
Yeah.
you know, these guys are so important to getting this team ready to play
There's no
day in
question.
and day out. So
There's
always
no
great to get
question.
them some action.
The scout team is one of the most important teams, and when they're able to get after you and beat up on you and beat you down, they force you to become better.
Inside again to Anderson. Puts that one up, draws a foul.
Strong move for Anderson in the paint. 6'7", undersized, but still getting it done.
Foul on Koyanets.
Tried to bang on Oleg right there. Okay, young fella, I see you.
$81-50 here, 4:13 left in the second. Anderson makes the free throw and will head to the bench.
30-point lead right now for the Huskers, and they've done it the right way. You've got to take advantage of teams like this. They're going to have games like this as well in the season. You can't play down to competition. You just got to go and beat the brakes off competition, no matter what their record is or their schedule says.
Woo! How about that from Lloyd? Turnaround jumper.
Love it from the young fella out of Jersey.
It's a take from Robinson. You got to expect Coach Hoiberg and staff still wants to see the same commitment on the defensive end, right?
Yeah, exactly. What you got to love about Ramel is he played with some great talent. Oleg with the turnaround with the left.
And look at the bench. They're loving it.
Half left, go to the right hand, finish. Jump hook, Oleg. Get it done.
Another drive, another foul. Second foul on Oleg there.
Ramel got a chance to play with Bronny James and that whole crew out there in Cali.
And early start, October 23rd for the first exhibition game, but over the last week, NBA season also got underway, and the Huskers had 3 players on opening night rosters, and we talked a little bit earlier about Bryce McGowan's, but back-to-back years that the Huskers had players drafted. How big is that when you start talking about recruiting and seeing guys get to the next level?
I think it is an important thing. Obviously, I figured that Bryce would probably go in the second round just because I thought he needed a little bit more seasoning. He got out there. He worked his tail off. They like him out there in Charlotte. So he's going to have a tremendous opportunity to be successful there, and it's good to see it for him. And the Husker program. It's really important to have those draft picks to be able to, speak to and recruit to.
And Bryce loved his time here at Nebraska. He came back quite a bit over the summer, worked out with Kurt Joseph, another valuable member of that staff over there. Rebound from Jacobson. Now he's going to push. Kick out to Lloyd. Oh!
It's a good pass. Oleg's got to be ready. He's got to be ready. That's okay. He thought he was going to go up. I mean, that's the thing when you get to play with each other a little bit more.
You get a better feel.
You get a better feel.
Yep.
That's a good idea.
Both these freshmen came from powerhouse high schools that competed with some of the best high schools on the national level.
Yeah. They both led their teams to top 20 national finishes in high school. So they're solid. That's a solid gain, and it's one of the reasons why the Huskers are, got a really good recruiting class this year. Top 30.
2 minutes left in this one. Lloyd for 3, way off.
You can get that shot anytime. But that's when you're trying to earn minutes. You're trying to make things happen, and that's kind of how those shots kind of find their way up towards the basket.
Inside to Poznanovic. Kick out.
That's the one you want.
Lawrence, little strong, but great look at it. Good find from Jacobson. Alley-oop. The finish. Need that pass right there from Gage Delamont out of Ainsworth, Nebraska.
They'll start to knock those shots down. It's just a first game experience. First game jitters, so to speak.
1 minute left in this one.
Seconds, 10 seconds on the clock.
Offensive rebound, back up and in. Poznanovic.
More subs coming into the game.
So Jeffrey Grace the third and Henry Burt. Gonna get some action here today, 85-60.
Henry Burt also out of Omaha. And that's the thing that we used to always have. We had a good core of Nebraska kids tied in with some good recruits nationwide, and it was just able to gel. And I think they're bringing it back. Look at Sam Hoiberg with the finish.
Nice take.
The hoop with the right.
Hoiberg.
Strong from the Hoiberg clan.
He's just such an important part. Obviously knows his dad well. Dad can rely on him to help run that scout team, and
he's got a little radio show as well. A little media talk.
Loose ball, 2-1 at the buzzer, and that's going to do it. 87-60. Nebraska takes care of business in this exhibition contest against Chadron State. Got a little close there in the second half, but the Huskers really able to open things up.